Well, got tested for COVID. Just waiting for results now at home. So my test came back positive, and I decided I'm going to go to the cabin to quarantine because that means I'm away from everybody and keep everybody else safe, and hopefully they won't get it. Hello.
Hi, honey.
Hey, I got really good reception.
You do?
Yeah, I'm just starting a fire.
How's the cabin?
Nice, nice. The whole trip was nice. A lot of tree branches kind of from the last, when it was rainy and then it snowed on top, they got really heavy and kind of bent over the trail. So it was actually really pretty. And then just before I got to the cabin, that big spruce tree, remember that really, really big one?
No.
The one we cut some limbs off to get underneath it?
Oh, yeah.
To get out. That whole tree fell and blocked the trail, so I was able to get around it.
Oh, good.
So including the sled and everything.
Yeah.
So it went pretty good, yeah.
Are you going to cut it down?
I'm pretty sure, not today I think, but probably tomorrow.
Yeah. How's your sense of smell and everything?
Hang on. Smells good. I can smell pine.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I know. No, everything's good. You know what's really nice though? What happened?
What?
All this warm weather and then the rain on top of everything, it shrunk the snow down and then it froze up really well.
That like packed it.
Oh my gosh, you could literally walk on top of the snow. You don't even need snowshoes, I think.
Oh, that's cool.
So
I kind of like the snowshoeing and the skiing and stuff.
you can still, because it snowed like 3 inches on top, so it's nice and fluffy.
Oh.
Hey guys, well, this is a little bit of a different video clip because I'm out here at the cabin at the moment by myself. Not because I wanted to, but I got struck by the COVID and I'm not feeling bad at all. I just had a backache and that's kind of how the whole thing started. So I'm gonna go rewind the whole thing. And it was last weekend. Isabel, my daughter, her dog, and me, we came out here. It was a Saturday morning, and as soon as we got out here, my daughter got kind of really cold. I couldn't get her warm at all. She felt just kind of run down and everything. We got the cabin fired up. She laid on the couch to warm up, had all her clothes on. And finally, when the cabin was warm enough, she fell asleep, and for about 2.5 hours. And I just let her sleep and rest and everything, and got this cabin warmed up. And after that, everything was fairly okay. She felt a little better, a little more rested. Nothing really hurt or anything. I noticed on myself, on my own body, that I was just not myself. I didn't have the energy I normally have when I come to the cabin, so I was a little slow in things I was doing, which is fine. Didn't think much of it. And so we spent the night from Saturday, Sunday. Sunday, we decided around noon to wrap up and slowly head back to the valley. It was a little rainy, warm, just kind of a nasty day, but we said we're gonna head out back to Wasilla around 2 o'clock. We're all good to go. So we were snow machining back to Talkeetna, and on the way to Talkeetna, my back started hurting a little bit, and it got worse and worse and worse. And once we had everything loaded up in the pickup truck and the trailer and started driving, my back was just getting really bad. I could barely move. It was just stiff. My back, where my kidneys are, was kind of coming up. And first I thought maybe I was just pulling a muscle, because we did move some firewood around that weekend. Still didn't think much of it. Anyway, went home, and by the time I got all settled in at the house in Wasilla, it was just to the point where I couldn't sit straight. I couldn't lay down. It was just no position was comfortable. So I decided I'm just gonna go straight to bed. It was about 8 o'clock, and well, tried to sleep, fell asleep until I think it was 2 in the morning. So Monday morning, 2 o'clock, and I had to go to the restroom, and I literally could not get out of bed the way I normally get out of bed. And I was just like hunched over and crawling to the bathroom. And I told my wife, I said, I don't know what is happening with me. I pulled this muscle really, really bad. And then this morning, about 5:45 is the time when I usually get up, set the alarm. I felt horrible, just my back, and all that. And so I waited for a little longer, and I was like, there's just no way I can go to work. So I called my boss and explained and all that, and stayed home. Isabel, my daughter, went to work that day. Everything was fine. And that Monday, I just spent the entire day on the couch. Felt a little run down, but I didn't have any fever symptoms at this point, or headache or nothing. It was just all located at my back. So I didn't do anything. I just laid around all day. Then Monday late afternoon, I took a hot bath, put a lot of muscle relaxing cream on it, and I think I took a couple ibuprofen, and again went to bed super early. And that night, I think we did check my fever real quick, and it was a little elevated. So I was still kind of not even thinking about the COVID. Went to bed, slept, sweated really bad. And the next morning I woke up. I felt a little better as far as my back goes, but I was still just weak. And so I decided I'm going to stay home one more day and just relax, get rid of this muscle ache and everything, whatever is going on with me. At the same time, my daughter was going to work. She got tested, or had to test, because she had a little bit of a sore throat that morning. She got tested at work, and she works for a vet clinic in the valley, and it came back positive. So obviously she was sent home, and she brought along another one of these COVID testers and offered that to me. And I'm like, well, it won't hurt if I take one. might as well do that. So she stopped by the house real quick. I grabbed it, took the test, and I was like, there's no way I'm gonna have COVID because I didn't feel like sick, you know. I just felt pain in my back still. And sure enough, it came back positive. So I'm like, oh my goodness, what the heck? So I told my boss and asked him what to do now, and he said, well, just get the real test done and see what happens, you know. So I went down to the facility, got the official test done, and came back positive. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I need to quarantine. And this morning, I felt fairly good, except my back still. My back was still hurting. But I thought, well, I'm just going to go to the cabin, kind of get away from everybody, let everybody kind of have a chance not to get it. And like I said, I came up here to the cabin to kind of get away and just chill. So I got here today about 2 o'clock. It was a beautiful day, got the fire going, everything situated, got some water from the spring, came up here, and as soon as it was slowly getting dark, I was like, well, I'm gonna get the generator all figured out, fuel it up, check the oil. And as soon as it was getting dark, I got it outside and it ran for about 5 minutes and that was it. And it died on me. So I was like, what the heck? So I got the generator back in, checked everything one more time, put it by the fire, blew the fan to it in case there was anything, a little tube inside frozen up or clogged or whatnot. And took it back outside again, ran it for another 5 minutes, same thing, just died on me. So I'm like, what in the world? So here I am right now, sitting with candles, batteries, and I've brought along a little solar radio, just in case, which was a very good thing. So here I am sitting at my table, got all the lights here. It's nice and warm, but I won't have a generator tonight, so I'm gonna spend the night tonight. Hopefully I'm feeling good in the morning, and then we'll make a decision because my wife was planning on coming up Friday morning, depending on how she feels or how I feel, obviously, but she was planning on coming out here and spend the rest of the weekend with me up here before we head back to the valley. So anyway, just wanted to show you my little table here. I got everything sitting around here, candles, spare batteries, couple headlamps, an oil lantern. There's not a whole lot of oil left in there, but maybe for a couple hours. Another battery, light, and here's my little troublemaker. Still not sure what it is. Trying to warm it up. So hopefully I can give it one more try here in a little while and it'll work, but if not, that'll do right here. Spend the night here, read a book. That's kind of what I'm trying to read again. I read it a long time ago, but I think tonight's the night to do that again. And my little emergency radio works as well, so that's a good thing. You can literally walk anywhere you want, and you're barely sinking right now. It's like walking in water. I just got a text message and Tasha was telling me that her test results from the COVID testing came back positive. So I'm just gonna finish up my hike here, go back to the cabin, wrap everything up and head straight back to Wasilla in case she needs some help back home.